Good morning, everyone. Here is my lesson for today. No new lesson. We're just going to review how to do the intro paragraph for your literary essay that you're going to be doing on Squeaky. And so to begin with, I just want to share with you the directions that I will again share with you today in the classroom. But if you are just joining us today, you can simply go back and look at this document so that you know what you need to do starting Monday. The biggest thing is to open a new Google Doc where you're going to start typing your essay. And then Tuesday, we started to formulate that intro paragraph, building off of what we did on Monday, which was the thesis statement. So I've been modeling with my side of the story, where Will seems determined to seek justice because he is very self-motivated, he is inconsiderate, and he is resourceful. So those were the 4 strongest traits that I chose to do my analysis on Will. So then on Tuesday, yesterday, we continued to work in that Google Doc, taking that intro or that thesis statement and now building the intro paragraph. And right here is what you need for your intro paragraph, all of these stars. Now, if you look under hook, how to grab your reader's attention, I gave you a few ideas. You can use a quote from the story. You could use examples of behavior that the character does in the story. You could use a short snippet or an anecdote from the story. You could use a question. I would try to stay away from that one only because we've done that before with the research essay. Or maybe something that shocking happens in the story and you want to kind of leave it as almost like a cliffhanger, just trying to hook those readers into reading more. You also need to include the title of the story and the character you are going to analyze, which for you is going to be Squeaky. A brief description of the 3 strongest traits that you are going to talk about. And the last sentence is going to be your thesis statement. So that's your intro paragraph. So yesterday, I gave you an example of my side of the story right here. You don't need a judge or a lawyer to find justice. Kids can achieve it too. That's my hook. Now I'm wondering, what is this going to be about? How can kids really get justice? And then I lead off with Will, the main character of the short story, My Side of the Story by Adam Bagdasarian, was very determined to find justice. That's the biggest thing that he was doing in the story. When he was wronged, Will knew he needed to find justice. Okay, so he was minding his own business, something happened, and now he's off trying to get that justice. He may have gone about it in a way that wasn't appropriate, so he was being rude or inconsiderate, and he paid the price for his mistake. In the end, he sought the justice he was after on his own. He was being resourceful. Will seems determined to seek justice because he is very self-motivated, he is inconsiderate, and he is resourceful. So that was the intro paragraph from yesterday. Today, when I give this to you, your directions for today, review my lesson, finish your own intro paragraph on Squeaky from Raymond's Run, and then share that document with me today. So what I wanted to do is just show you one more example of how we can do this intro paragraph. So I'm going back to Where the Red Fern Grows, and I'm going to use Billy Coleman. And so before I started my lesson today, I Googled quotes from Where the Red Fern Grows. And as I was looking at those quotes, I was trying to figure out which one best encompasses or is the best example for what I want to talk about with Billy. And so I selected a quote from the book. I looked at his grave and, with tears in my eyes, I voiced these words: "You were worth it, old friend, and 1,000 times over." And so now what I need to do, that's my hook. Now I'm going to roll right into what are some of those character traits that I'm going to be looking at more closely in my body paragraphs. And so I need to say, Billy Coleman, a character from Where the Red Fern Grows, comma, was a very determined young man. Okay, now Where the Red Fern Grows, that's a book, so I need to underline that. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about he earned and saved money all on his own for 2 years. He could purchase his own dogs, right? So that's one of his traits, being super responsible. Oop. Hey, thanks, Google. The other one I wanted to say, throughout the days he trained his dogs and hunted with them, Billy demonstrated that he was also brave. Yep. And then Billy, the last trait, cared for his dogs so much he even risked his own life. Okay, so I'm telling my audience that I'm going to talk about how responsible he was, how brave he was, and how much he cared for his dogs. And then I'm going to finish the intro paragraph with my thesis statement. And here is the thesis statement. Billy is very determined to get and protect his dogs because he was responsible, brave, and caring. Okay, so I will share this with you as well so that you have that as a resource. If you have questions today, make sure you shoot me an email, or you can private message me through the classroom. I'm also available on Snapchat. Coach Bartow is my username. I have to double check when I can do a Google Meet today because I don't want to be meeting when other teachers are meeting so that you feel like you can't attend. So I will send something out in the stream when I figure that out. But again, today, the bottom line is we are trying to craft a rough draft of our intro paragraph. So once you're done with that, please share the Google Doc with me so that I can take a look at it and I can make comments and send it back to you. That's it for today. Take care.